everybody. Again, I have TikTok here, and then I have, just a minute, I have YouTube. Hold on. I have YouTube over here. So when you guys are jumping on, let me know where you're watching from. And here's the thing I love about YouTube, because you guys can go back and watch the replay. So if you're loving this information and you want to go back and watch the replay, do that, okay? So let's go ahead and dive into the information I'm going to share with you today, because I want to help you really understand a realistic way to make an income online in 2026. But the first thing I want to do is I want to help you really see why most aren't making an income online. There's a reason why, and I want to help you, because so many of you might be afraid to try something online because you might think, I've tried things before and I haven't had success. How many of you ever felt that way? You've tried things before and you've never had success. Okay, well, I'm going to help you realize that your past mistakes, your past failures doesn't define you. And you're going to have a good wake-up call. You're going to see that it wasn't even you, okay? And thanks for following me, by the way. Just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today somebody sees a different perspective. I really do. So what is the big shift? Here's the reason why it's hard for some people to make an income online. Okay, because of the low percent, which that's based on what you make. So some people are just here. Let me do this back just a little bit. Some people are making a small percent. So let me give you an example. I didn't know there was a different way. So this product right here, I love. It is a network marketing product, okay? But when I used to sell it, it's something I'm passionate about. I still take it to this day, 10 years later. Oh my gosh, that's crazy that it's been that long. I'm still taking it to this day. So why don't I promote it? Because I would make a small percent. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to make 6 figures promoting this product, you guys, I'm going to need 8,300 customers. So that's why some of you struggle, because you launch into affiliate marketing, or you launch into network marketing, or you launch into UGC, and you make a little bit of money. And you're like, wow, I could make more money having a job. How many of you have ever felt that way before? I didn't know there was a different way, right? So I want you to think about that. Are you making, what are you making? Around 30%, 25%? I mean, what are you making? And then what is the cost? So for example, I used to make $12. So sometimes it's not you, it's just what you're selling. You're not selling something that would give you a quick reward. Doesn't that make sense? Hey, good morning. Doesn't your team play tomorrow? Tim, isn't it tomorrow they play? It's going to be a good game. And then endless hours. This is where I was stuck. These two things is where I was majorly stuck. I thought if I worked more, I could make more. How many of you guys have ever felt that way? If you work more, you can make more. And so that is where I was like, you guys just give me 1 more hour. I said that. I can't even tell you how many times I said that to my family. Just give me 1 more hour. And guess what? 3 hours later, I still didn't get another customer. So I was literally, I feel like a hamster on a hamster when I was trading time for dollars. Okay. And then direct messaging. That's why I spent hours, because I would have to direct message people. I would have to find customers. You guys, there is a better way in today's world. Okay. And this is why most don't make money, because they're trying to do something that gives them a low percent. They're spending countless hours and they're thinking they have to direct message people to make an income. And it's not in high demand. You guys, it's very hard to introduce something new to the marketplace. So let me give you an example that y'all can relate to. My phone was through Verizon, okay? Verizon didn't make an Apple phone. So why is Verizon selling somebody else's product? Because it was already proven and tested to work. And it's in high demand. So Verizon's like, we're going to just sell somebody else's product. And that's exactly what Verizon does. Verizon's a $17 billion company off of products they didn't even create or manufacture. And you're going to understand the power of that here in a minute, because I want to share with you that, because it just relieves a lot of guesswork, a lot of headaches, eliminates the customer service, right? Oh, they play Sunday. Okay, I thought it was tomorrow. Anyway, I'm excited that the playoffs are this weekend. Even though my team didn't make it, I'm still excited. I love football. I'm actually sad that in a month football's over. I'm like, are you kidding me? This year went way too fast. One of my favorite things to do is football. So anyway, so if the ones who win in 2026 are not the busiest, Okay. Can I tell you who's going to win in 2026 and make the most money? It's people who leverage systems. If you're willing to have a system working for you 24/7, that's what's going to bring in the money, my friend. Okay. So who's ready to have a system? Put yes in the comments if you're ready to have a system. Nope, no tech involved. Okay. Actually, you can have a fully automated business. It's called a business on autopilot. Yeah, yes. You can have it fully automated in 2 days. Like today's Friday. By Sunday, you could have a business up and going, ready to take payments into your bank account. That was brilliant to me. Yes, awesome. Okay, so do you guys want to screenshot this real quick before I go to the next page? Okay, screenshot. Let's go. Right, and then the next is the smartest path. So I'm going to share with you, sometimes when you discover something and you're like, yeah, but can it work for me? So here's what I discovered when I discovered this blueprint. And by the way, if you have not grabbed the Freedom from a Blueprint, do it. Check it out. It literally covers this in great details. Plus, you will see how other people just like you are following this blueprint, and it's helping them build a lifestyle business of their dreams. Okay. And it's just right here, dailypaidbusiness.com, or the link is also in my bio. Check it out. It literally will give you the details. I would take the time. It's literally a 3 or 4 minute read. Plus there's some testimonials, but just read through it. It's going to explain. I want you to think about you having a automated business, your business on autopilot, no direct messing people, no finding customers, and literally have a fully automated business in 2026. That's what's going to make you a lot of money and change your life. Okay. So go check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. So let's talk about the smartest path. So when I discovered this, the first thing that came to my mind is, how long is it going to take? And can I do this? But then what happened is, when I seen other people in the digital world, okay, following these steps and having success, I was like, whoa. If they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. Okay. And I want you to be thinking about that as well, because I can promise you, I am no different than you. I just was willing to learn something new, which that's the way the world works, right? If you want to be successful at something, you got to learn something new, right? And so right here, it's one digital offer. Now, let me share with you why you want a digital offer, because you're going to keep 100% of the profit, because there's no cost involved. There's no inventory. There's no shipping, and it's proven and it's in demand. What that means is in demand. It means people are already searching and Googling for it. Let me ask you a question. How many of you hanging out with me right now have ever searched how to make an income online? Put me in the comments. See, that was me back in 2022. I had searched and Googled so much. Yes, I had searched and Googled so much that I was confused. I had myself completely confused. And I was like, man, I don't know. This looks hard. Then the moment I discovered that simple to follow blueprint, it changed everything for me. It taught me, one, how to fully automate my business. It taught me how to make 100% profit. You guys realize I traded making $12 for making $1,400 off of a customer, or $900 off of a customer, or $600, or $300, or $100. How many of you would rather trade that for $12 off of a customer? Pretty cool, right? So let me show that to you. Right here. This is what I love. It's one offer, but it unlocks, okay, options. You always want to give your customers options. Okay? And you get to keep 100% of that into your pocket. Let me just share something with you, okay? Let me share something with you. When it's in high demand, that means it's proven to sell. Just like people don't question if their cell phone's going to turn on and work, right? When it's proven to sell, then you know you have something that will sell. So why do some sell it and some don't? Because they suck at marketing. That's just the bottom line. They suck at marketing. Do you realize most businesses go out of business because they either suck at marketing or their product sucks? But I know people that are really great coaches, They're phenomenal coaches, but they don't know how to market, so they're going out of business. So what do you think you need to do? If you have something that is proven to sell, then what should you do? Master marketing. Do you realize if you have something that is proven to sell, that has no inventory, it has no shipping, and you make 100% profit, and if you master marketing, you will make money. But here's what's really interesting, and I want to give you an example that all of you can relate to, okay? Hey, Maria from Spain, how are you, my friend? Here's something I want to give you an example. So let's say we want to go to the gym and we want to get abs. Is everybody going to get abs? No. Why wouldn't, if 10 of us went to the gym, why wouldn't we all get abs? It's not the gym's fault, because gyms work. Why is it? Most people didn't give it enough time and weren't willing to master the repetition, to do the right exercise, the right way to get abs. But if they're willing to do that and willing to watch what they eat, they can get abs. It's pretty powerful, but most people aren't willing to do that. The reason why you see a lot of people not having success online because they're not willing to put the work in. If you're willing to master marketing, it can change your life. Hey, my friend, that's what I did. When I launched into digital marketing in 2022, I sucked at marketing. I sucked. You know what I thought marketing was? Bothering my friends and family. You know what I thought marketing was? Spamming people in direct messages. Hey, how are you? Or friend requesting people and literally commenting on their post. Oh my gosh, your family's beautiful. I sucked at marketing, okay? So if I can go from thinking I have to build a business by direct messaging people, spamming people, calling people that I didn't want to talk to, if I can go from that to mastering marketing, you can too, okay? So here's what I did. I literally told myself, you're going to master this. I gave myself, hey, good morning, my friend. I literally gave myself permission to learn. Can you guys do yourself a favor in 2026 and give yourself permission to learn? Have grace with yourself and realize if you do not learn a new skill in 2026, you will repeat 2025 over. If you're not willing to learn a new skill, your bank account is not going to change. So that's the grace I have with myself. I'm like, I am going to master this new skill. I was excited to learn something new because here's the thing. When you're willing to learn digital marketing, it can change your life. It can change your life. You know why? Because the digital world isn't going anywhere, my friend. So learning digital marketing skills can change your life. So I gave myself, I was like, I just want to make $54,000 my first year. I was like, oh my goodness, if I can just make $54,000 my first year while I'm learning, that would be awesome. Because you realize people go to college to get an education to learn skills, and they have to go to college, what? 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 8 years, and you can't learn in that skill. You can't earn in that skill until you learn and get a degree. So imagine being able to learn digital marketing, spend an hour a day learning. Is it an hour a day can completely change your life? My hour is done first thing in the morning, by the way. You know what I do when I'm getting ready in the morning? My phone is in the bathroom and I'm learning. So I get my education done first thing in the morning. It's done by 7 o'clock in the morning. Man, I'm fired up and ready to go. Can you imagine the person you could become in 2026 if you just spend 1 hour educating yourself and gaining in knowledge and gaining in skills, what it can do? Here's why most people fail with an online business. They invest in something, they never go through it, they never apply it, and then they complain because they're not making money. You'll never grow with that type of mindset. You got to receive the coaching. And that's something I've always done. Because again, in 2022, I sucked at marketing. There's no ego with me. I sucked. And the only way I'm not going to suck is if I am mentored. So I plugged into the blueprint and I followed it step by step. I spent 1 hour a day learning and I spent 2 hours a day in earning. I can get my earning activities done in 2 hours a day. You guys, it changed my life. I took that simple blueprint. I took the ability to make 100% profit, a product in high demand that was proven to sell, and I made 6 figures my 6th month with the goal of making $54,000 my first year. I'm telling you guys, when you are willing to gain in skill, your entire life can change. Who is literally ready to gain in skill in 2026? Let me know. Put yes in the comments if you're willing to gain in skill. It's quite interesting to me. There is a statistic, the amount of people that after they go to college or go to high school that never read. Like, why do we think the older we get, we shouldn't have to learn anything? Yes, look at all you guys. That's high performers, by the way. And high performers are the ones that are going to make an income in 2026. I love being a student. I love learning. I invested in 2 coaches in December. I'm so fired up. So I have 3 different types of coaches now. The more you invest in you, the more skills you learn and the more you're going to make. Just always remember that. It is energizing. I know. It is fun learning something new. So why am I sharing all that with you? Because you have the ability, the smartest path is having a system where or having a product where you can learn and earn at the same time. Do you guys realize something? How did you earn when you first started out? I don't have the experience. Oh my gosh, such a great question, my friend. I didn't have the experience either. Okay. I just followed exactly what it said in the blueprint. I just followed it. Okay. Step 1, decide what social media platform you want to use. I chose TikTok. You guys know why I chose TikTok? I chose TikTok because it's interest based. Like I love YouTube because YouTube is a how to make money from home, how to build an online business without the hustle, right? And TikTok is interest based. So I was like, oh my gosh, if it's not a social media platform where your friends of your friends of your friends see it, it's more interest based. So I was like, oh my gosh, if I go out there and create content and I speak to my perfect customer, they're going to see my content. So step 1, I created a brand new account on TikTok. And by the way, I need to share this with you. I was terrified to go to TikTok. I thought, you are way too old for TikTok. Isn't TikTok a dancing platform? Isn't TikTok where kids hang out on? So I had all of this limiting belief and stinking thinking. But my fear of being in the same place in 6 months was scarier than the unknown. So I opened my TikTok account in September of 2022. Now, if you understand interest based, that means like if I'm talking to a mom, a 21-year-old is not going to care. So my step 2, I discovered who my perfect customer was, which was easy. I'm a mom, so I'm going to help other moms. And I'm a mom of 6 kids, by the way. I have 5 grandkids now, which those are my favorite. My favorite thing in life is my grandkids. And I'm sharing that with you because the interest-based, not interest-based, interest-based. I just explained it. Yeah, that's interest-based, which means the algorithms are only going to show you what you're interested in. Can I give you an example, my friend? Go grab your coworker or go grab a family member and literally have them open, if they have a TikTok, have them open their TikTok account and both of you open your For You pages and scroll. Both of you scroll. It's going to be completely different because you only see what you're interested in. So I was like, oh my gosh, if a mom is out there talking about how I can make money from home, how can I work online, then they're only going to see other things like that. And if that's what I'm talking about, they have a chance of seeing my content. So step 1, I went on social media. Step 2, who I help. I wanted to help moms. And as a mom of 6, there's many times I've had to take a calculator to the grocery store again. So I was like, I can solve that problem for moms. I can help a mom never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again. Because if a mom just earned $300 a day or $300 a week with her own online business, she would probably never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again. And then I got really excited because I was like, holy crap, if I would have had that when my kids were little, that would have been a dream come true. So I'm like, I want to help other moms. So that's what I did. So number one, social media. I picked what social media I went on. Number two, who I'm going to help. And then I just started creating content that if I imagine me on social media, what would I have needed to hear? And then I started creating the content from my heart. Like, act like you're on FaceTime. Just act like you're on FaceTime and you're talking to somebody. And that's what I did. I actually named my perfect customer Emily. And every time I recreated a piece of video, I just pretended that me and Emily were having a conversation. And I ended up getting my first customer in 2 days because my message resonated to them. When somebody realizes you have a solution for their problem, they will buy from you, my friend. Just like you go to the gym, not because you want to go to the gym, but you know the equipment in there can help you solve your problem of not being in shape. And so I would go out there and show moms how they could never take a calculator to the grocery store again by following a simple to follow blueprint. That basic, simple message made me $7,000 my very first month. And I was having the time of my life because I could get my income earning activities done in 2 hours a day. Gave me more time to do the things that I love. And if you are here because you don't want the hustle, you don't want the grind, you actually want to learn how to leverage your time, you're in the right place. And I'm actually going to break that down for you. Okay. Now, many of you might be asking, why do I promote 5 different things? I actually promote 10 because each of them are unlocked in Spanish as well. So when I launched my program, one of the biggest questions I would get, hey, when are you going to have your program in Spanish? So I introduced it in October in Spanish as well. So not only do I have a global reach in English, I now have a global reach in Spanish. So it just helps you make more money. Okay. Here's what I love. When I get a $1,400 customer, it goes directly into my bank account. I want you to imagine, what if you decided to learn in skills, master skills, because if you're not making money, you just haven't mastered something yet. And you master skills. And what if you started making $1,400 a week? Then what if that turned to $1,400 a day? If you could just attract one customer a day, $1,400 a day. Do you realize what that is, my friend? $1,400 a day is $511,000 a year. How many of you would love to master that? Doctors will go to school for 8 to 10 years to become a doctor to just barely make that. How many years would you give it to track that? I was like, I'm in. I will master that. Here's what I love about this though. Here's why inside my program, more people will make 6 figures in 2026 than they ever have. You know why? Okay. 6 customers a week equals 100K in 2026. I'm sorry. No. A month. 6 customers a month equals 100K in 2026. 6 customers is it. Oh my, I am so fired up to mentor people and help them get so good with their marketing that they attract 6 customers. I used to get anywhere from, 5 to 10 customers a month in network marketing to barely make $3,000 to $4,000. And then I had to start over every month. This, you actually, when you're doing this, you're building an email list. I know, like that, literally, I would have that on my calendar. I would have that on my wall, and that's all I would look at. That's all I would look at, you guys. I'm going to get so good with my message that I will help 6 people a month. I will show them how I can solve their problem. That's all you're doing. At your job, you solve a problem. So let's say you work at Quick Trip. If you work at Quick Trip, You solve a problem because people need to buy groceries or buy their gas, so you check them out, right? If you're an accountant, you solve problems. You help people with their taxes, right? No matter what you do, there's a problem you solve. You're helping people. Why not do that for you in your own online business and take ownership of your business? Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? Like, that was it. When I heard that, I was like, I'm going to get good at marketing. And here's the thing. When you master this marketing, you realize what that can do for you, right? It sets you up for success because the digital world isn't going anywhere. The digital world isn't going anywhere. And I love that. Okay. So here we go. This is it. Screenshot this. Okay. Because I'm going to go to the next page and grab the blueprint. The link is in my bio as well, but check it out. Just go through it. What if you've seen it, what I did? And what if you're able to make 6 figures? Heck, what if you're able to make enough money to pay your mortgage? Think about that. It's awesome. Okay. Next is this. Okay. So we just talked about the one offer where you're going to make 100%. And now we have the one system. Okay. You guys, this is where your business is on autopilot. This is the game changer because you're not going to have to direct message people, no phone calls, no finding customers. So what did I share with you over there? Right? 6 customers monthly equals, oh my gosh, equals 100K in 2026. Oh my gosh, 2026, okay? 6 customers monthly equals 100K in 2026. Guess what, you guys? There's 5 billion people on social media. 5 billion, and all you need is 6. 6 a month, and there's 5 billion. Do you think, here, I'm going to grab my calculator real quick here. 5 billion, I'm probably going to have to go over, times 1% equals. So 1% of 5 billion is 50 million people. Can I ask you guys a question? Let's just be really realistic right now. Do you think 50 million people, just 1% of the 5 billion, would love to have their own online business? And instead of making a boss richer, they make themselves richer. They have their own automated business that they get to set their own hours. So they work their business around their family instead of working or having family time around their business. Do you think at least 1% would love to do that? Yes or no? I'm sure it's a lot more than 1%. So do the math on that. That's 50 million people, and all you need is 6 a month to buy from you, to discover you, and you have made 100K in 2026. Okay, I have a question for you. How many of you guys bought something online in 2025 because you felt it would solve a problem for you? Put me in the comments if that was you. How many of you bought something online in 2025 because you felt it would solve a problem for you? Okay. So look at the me's. So you think about it. How many other people are like you? Millions, billions, right? Now that's all you got to do. So I was like, I can do this. Now here's the part that I became obsessed with, okay? And that was this. I had control of my life because me getting a customer wasn't based on my efforts anymore. So for example, if you have a job, you have to show up at that job to make money. It's the way the world used to work. The world doesn't work that way anymore. We have what's called automations. Why do you think people like Amazon and these companies are gigantic now? Because their system is automated. It is convenient, right? You think about it. Oh, I need a new dry eraser, and I need a new, what is this called? Yeah, dry eraser, right? And I need new expo markers. I just can go to Amazon, I can type it in, and it's at my door in 2 days. Matter of fact, I just got a notification that I have an Amazon package at my door. They've trained us that we have convenience now. We don't got to go to the store. We don't got to get on the phone with anybody. So doesn't it just make, hey, good evening, my friend. So doesn't it just make sense to have your business on autopilot as well? Then somebody can buy from you at any time. Nobody has to wait for you to buy. My system does all of the selling, all of the sharing, all of the question answers for me. So it allows me to live my life. It's called digital freedom. It's where the world is going. Why not you? Do you have to go live? Ooh, great question. No, you do not have to go live. I actually didn't go live my first almost 90 days in the business. I didn't go live. And I still made $7,000 my first month and $14,000 my second month without going live because I was terrified to go live. Okay. Why do I go live now? Because I love getting to know you guys. I am a mentor and a coach now. I mentor people to success now. Like inside my program, I actually coach you guys every single Monday, live interactive coaching. This is not a course. I do not have a course to sell you. Courses can be outdated and you're left alone to do a course. I have an interactive program and I coach you every Monday. And then we have coaching on Monday. We have coaching on Tuesdays and then on Thursdays. And I do at least 2 of those on Thursdays as well. I did yesterday's as well. It was really good. It really helped you grow your system. And so that's why I like to go live, because I like people to get an idea of what kind of coaching they're going to get inside the program. Yeah. So that's it. The thing with no matter what business you have, the quickest way to grow is through visibility. And visibility comes from creating content. And it also comes from a free ad strategy that we do, which the free ad strategy was actually a dream come true for me because I'm an introvert. So I love the fact that I could spend 30 minutes a day copying and pasting free ads. I actually said when I launched my business in 2022, I said, I will never go live. Never say never, by the way, because I thought I would never go live because I'm such an introvert. I just didn't think I could do it. But then the more comfortable and confident I got, I was like, oh my gosh, more people need to know about this. Because what if there's somebody on here today, and I think about this every day when I go live, what if there's somebody on here today that just takes this blueprint and does just half of what I did? It will change your life. I mean, I took that blueprint, I just followed it. I sucked at marketing prior to this blueprint. I thought you had to direct message people to make money. I sucked at marketing. I just followed this blueprint and I mastered marketing. And I made 6 figures my first 6 months. Imagine if you guys can make 6 figures in 2026. Like, think about that. Like, that's huge. Hello, my friend. Yeah, and now I get to mentor people through success. Just a second. How are we guys doing today? Let me see something real quick. Okay, hold on. Yeah, and that's it. And I'm gonna go through this real quick, and then Freedom Friday. You guys can ask me any questions. Yeah. Gosh, I would hate to live with a mindset like that. I'm being honest with you. I can't imagine living with a mindset it sounds too good to be true. That is just your limiting beliefs, and that's why your bank account looks like it does, you guys. You got to pay attention to those things. See, me, I was the exact opposite. When I saw people making money online, I was like, whoa, if they can do it, I can do it. Now, if you're lazy, and if you don't have a good work ethic, of course, you're never going to make money. That's in everything you do, right? But if you are not lazy, if you have your good work ethic and you see other people making money and they're promoting something that's proven, how is that too good to be true? They just were willing to learn skills that you weren't willing to learn. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. That would be like you looking at, so Jeff Bezos, is that too good to be true? That he's a multi-billionaire? Is that too good to be true? No, Jeff Bezos just had the grit and he was willing to do something that other people wouldn't do. So be careful where your mindset goes, okay? So just be careful where your mindset goes. Because that's what will cost you a lot of money, okay? That's what will cost you a lot of money. And I don't know, I guarantee that programming that you got, that's too good to be true, y'all, those generations were broke. So you're listening to broke generations? Think about that, you guys. You have to pay attention to your patterns. Me, I was like, no, I refuse to continue that generational struggle. I am creating generational wealth for my family. I'm teaching my 6 kids, my 5 grandchildren, that anything is possible if they're willing to gain in knowledge and learn new skills. Anything is possible. And that's what I'm teaching. That's why we're changing the generational struggle into generational wealth. And if you want to build wealth in 2026 and beyond, you have to get rid of your limiting beliefs, and you have to realize the only reason you are where you are, the only reason your bank account looks like it does, is because you're lacking in skills and knowledge. Learn that and watch what happens to your bank account. And so somebody said that to me in 2022. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. I want to gain in knowledge and learn in skills. And it's been fun. I've learned digital marketing. I've been able to help. I have a community now, 58,000 plus people. I get to help people all over the world master this so they can change their life. And I absolutely love it. Yeah. Michelle, how do you manage to make business offline? I don't do anything offline. I do everything online. I do 3 pieces of content a day. I go live 5 days a week, and then I'm done. Then my automated system works for me 24/7. I don't have to get on the phone with anybody. I don't direct message anybody. I don't have to find customers. My automated business does all of the work for me. I built a multi-million-dollar business, and I've never heard the word no. And that's what I absolutely love. And I absolutely love that. Because it's all automated. Just like you order something on Amazon, it's automated. You know, you don't have to get on the phone with anybody to order your markers on Amazon. And I love that. I love that for you. I love that for me. I love that for my family. Just like when I get off of here today, I do have one call I'm going to do. It's actually with my personal assistant. And then I'm going to be creative the rest of the day. And it's beautiful here. It's like 70 degrees here. And so I'm going to go for a nice walk. I went for a 3-mile walk yesterday afternoon. When I got done with my training, I had a quick Zoom I had to do, and I went for a 3-mile walk. I'm in the city right now in Dallas because of digital marketing. I own a lake house in Kansas, paid cash for my dream home in Kansas. And that was in 2024. And in 2025, I got a place in Dallas because I love Texas. But my kids and my grandkids are all in Kansas. So I had to keep a place there. So I go back and forth. I'm leaving on Monday to go back to Kansas. And I'll be there for the rest of the month because my son's a runner. Then we start traveling every week to his races. I could not live this lifestyle if I was an employee. I couldn't. I lived this lifestyle because I was willing to gain skills and knowledge. That's it. That's it. Yep. That's it. If you guys are willing to do that, it can change your life. But again, so that's it. So here's what I love about the one system, because it works for you 24/7. Here's what I love. It builds a business while you do the things that you love. Your system is always working for you. You only have so many hours in your day. You can only change. Yes, mindset is everything, my friend. If you're willing to change your mindset and willing to learn something new, you can change your life. Why is it that the older we get caught in these crazy ways that we don't think we have to learn anything new? Just like, let me ask you guys a question, and I'm being honest with you guys. How many books a year do you read? Seriously, how many books a year do you read? I read at least one a month, at least. I'm always educating myself. Think about that. You'll spend time scrolling on social media, but you won't spend time growing your brain and educating yourself so you can change your life. Think about that. Procrastination is my main enemy. Usually why you procrastinate is because you lack in vision. Without vision, people perish. Same thing as procrastination. So what happens is we live our life in reactive mode. And I'd recommend that you go for a walk and you literally envisioned what your life would look like on December 31st of 2026, if you had made 6 figures in your own online business and you got really good and really confident and you gained in skill, I really want you to think about that. And I want you to envision what your life would look like. Who is that person that you would need to become? It's quite interesting to me, you guys. Last year was such a breakthrough year in my life. It was actually 2024 and 2025 were amazing breakthrough years. And here's the reason why, because I achieved something last year that I envisioned when I was 5. Now, let me share this with you. My family made fun of me when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, when I talked about it. Like, that's not, you know how expensive that's going to be? Yeah, keep on dreaming. And they made fun of me. I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. And that was 50 years ago. And it came true last year because I knew what I wanted. And I didn't want to stop until I achieved it. When you guys have something that vivid, you will completely change your life. Completely change your life. It's that simple. But without a vision, people perish. Grab a vision. Get a why that's so big that you will be so proud of yourself when you achieve it. And that's all I did. Things as a mom that was so important to me when I was a new mom is I wanted to make unforgettable memories with my children, because I knew if I just sat around and watched TV with my kids and I asked them what Netflix movie we watched 10 years ago, they're going to laugh at me. But I knew if I could create a lifestyle business and travel the world with my family, and like in 10 years, I can say, hey, remember that 3-week trip we went to Europe in the summer of 2025? We will talk about it for hours. And I'm telling you guys, you only live one life. What are you doing with this life? Why do you want to have regrets? I would regret more being in the same place in 6 months than I would regret trying something new, learning a new skill. Thank you. New year, new hair. New year, new hair. Yeah, it is. Hopes, dreams, and vision is what fuels us and keeps you going. That eliminates procrastination. Because if you would have told me even 4 years ago that I was going to be able to, the summer of 2025, I was going to be able to go on a 3-week trip through Europe with my kids, I would have said, right. And I lived it last year. Right? So I had to remove that limiting beliefs and the stinking thinking as well. And I just encourage you to do that. Yeah. I just encourage you to be able to do that. Just a second. We got a little spammer. I need to do some housekeeping. And I just encourage you guys to do that. That's what will eliminate procrastination. Me, I'm exact opposite. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to create more 6-figure earners in my community in 2026 than I ever have. And then I have to okay, Michelle, walk away from working. I love to help people. That's why I love going live. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you're in Houston. Love it. I'm in Dallas. Love Dallas. Love, love, love Dallas. So love the focus on mindset because it's so true. I am willing. Yes, I'm proud of you. And mindset is everything. That is why, you guys, I actually have a mindset coach that comes in the third Thursday of every month and does mindset training. Now, here's how amazing this mindset coach is. She does live events, like she'll be a guest at a live event, and she charges like 8 to 10 grand, I think, for a live event. And she speaks for like an hour at that event. And you guys in my community get free access to her. And I love that. So that's it though, you guys. You have one offer. You got to simplify things in your life. If you're trying to do a lot of things, you will make less money. If you focus on one offer, one system, and 1 2-hour workflow, which I'm going to show you that next, everything can change in your life. Because the one system, it puts your business on autopilot, so you no more have to direct message people or find customers. It works for you 24/7, and it builds a business while you do the things that you love. Like my system right now is out there working for me. And again, you guys, if you just focus on 6 customers a month, that equals 100K in 2026. Hey, Matt, good morning. How are you? So that's it. Okay. So let's go here. Oops. Oh my gosh. So again, one offer. Okay. You have one system and the 2-hour workflow. This is what you need right here. Okay. This is it. Don't make it any harder than this. Don't make it any harder than this. And if you want the complete blueprint explaining this, just grab it right here at dailypaybusiness.com. The link is also in my bio. Grab the blueprint, check it out. If you're interested, great. If you're not, hey, at least you had the courage to check it out. You got to break the habits of overthinking and not take an action. Okay. So the 2-hour workday, I'm going to break it down for you because when I discovered this, I was like, whoa, wait. So this is not an MLM. There's no monthly expenses. I can work 2 hours a day, learn the skills to make daily pay, and one customer make $1,400. I'm in. And no monthly expenses on your system, by the way. I'm in. So here's the breakdown of what you need to do. It's income earning activities. Here's why this is so important, because we get so caught up in busy work. You do not make money scrolling on social media, by the way. Now you can still scroll on social media, but just take an hour of that and become a creator and learn new skills to become a profitable creator. Okay, that's it. Become a creator and become a profitable creator, right? And so 1 hour on social media. Now I'm going to share with you what I've discovered works the best. A 7-second video, okay, a 30-second video, and a 1-minute video. When you're brand new, these work the best because that 7-second video, you guys, all you're doing is B-roll on your screen, on your phone. That's it. Simple to do. Shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to create that video. And that is just getting visibility out there. You realize the reason why you make so much money, okay, is because people discover you. Most people never make money because people don't know you're in business yet. The moment somebody realizes you're in business is when you're going to make money. Does that make sense? Right? What? I wish you could see it. There's like a big, huge building over here that's got Netflix is on it. Why would Netflix be on that building? They're trying to get visibility. They're wanting to get more customers. That's your job as well. You always are wanting to get more visibility. A 7-second video will help you do that. A 30-second one is going to kind of help start building that trust with people. What is something that you can share that will get people to feel seen by you? And then a 1-minute video. And all the videos are doing what's called a CTA. Put that in the comments, CTA, a call to action, okay? Because what a call to action does is, just a minute. What a call to action does, a call to action guides people back to your automated system. Okay. And then you let your automated system do the work for you. Now, here's why you also want to do that in your content. You know why? It creates engagement with your content. And that's one of the most important things that you can do is create engagement with your content. You create engagement with your content, it gets pushed out to more people. So this is it, you guys. It shouldn't take about more than an hour to do this. If it takes you more than an hour, guess what, my friend? You're in your head. We got to get you out of your head. Next is free ads. Now, I need to share this with you. I'm obsessed with the free ad strategy. And the free ad strategy is even easier now than it was when I did it, because you can use ChatGPT to help you create free ads. ChatGPT can tell you what free ads to go to on social media based off of the demographics that you're looking for. So when I posted free ads, I spent 30 minutes a day. I would set my alarm for 30 minutes a day, and I would literally post free ads. Now get this. Can I tell you what my ads said? I thought, you know what? I know there's moms right now at home, love being a stay-at-home mom, but doesn't love the fact that she doesn't have enough money in her bank account to do the things that she wants to do. And so I imagined her paying all of her bills and then scrolling on social media or Googling online, looking a way to make an income online. So I decided to go after moms. And so I went to Google and I said, what are the top 10 family-friendly cities in Texas? Y'all, what I'm sharing with you right now, anybody can do, by the way. And it populated them. And then, so my ad would be like, attention moms in Austin, wanting to make $300 a day online. That's it. That's what my headline said. And then my ad said, no MLM, no monthly expenses, must have 2 hours a day and must have Wi-Fi, and learn the $300 a day blueprint. That's it. You guys realize if you could just attract a $300 a day customer, a $300 a day is $109,000 a year. You could probably make a little bit different decisions if you learned how to do that, right? And so, but what I did is I understand the power of video. So what I did is I put a YouTube video inside my free ad strategy. By the way, if you're on YouTube, scroll down to the very bottom of YouTube back to September of 2022, and you'll see that YouTube video. Complete ignorance on fire. I just wanted to create the video and share with moms how this free ad process works. So that's what I did. Never in my wildest dreams did I realize that free ad strategy would grow my YouTube channel. And now I have, 28,000 followers on YouTube now, and now I'm monetized on YouTube. All because of the free ad strategy. Crazy. So doing one activity added another income stream. So I didn't add more work. I literally added more leverage of social media systems. Okay, think about that. That free ad strategy built my email list, built my TikTok or my YouTube account, and built my customer base. So 30 minutes a day doing that. Then respond and reply to comments. Because again, a CTA, right? We used a CTA, call to action. And then when people would reply blueprint, I would reply back with visit dailypaybusiness.com for the blueprint details. That's it. Literally, that's it. I didn't make it any harder than this. I'm telling you guys, if you're making your business harder than that, if you're working more than 2 hours, you're doing something wrong. You got to fix that. If not, you're going to repeat 2025 again. I had 0 followers on TikTok in 2022. I made 7,000 my first month off of a brand new TikTok. I made 6 figures in 6 months with one offer, one system, and following the 2-hour workflow. That's it. I just got really, really good at that. And if you are willing to get really, really good at that, you can change your life. That's it. Okay, questions. Because I don't think I have anything else in here. No, I want to screenshot this because you guys got to simplify your business. It's not any harder than this. Nope, you don't need tech skills. Nope, you don't got to build anything from scratch. You know what else I love about this? Do you guys realize when you are posting videos on social media, you're not posting just to post and pray that it works. You're posting to build visibility and build your business. And here's what I love about this. When you post a piece of content on social media, you guys, it's like planting digital real estate. It never goes away. It never goes away. That digital real estate is always out there. So the more videos you post, the more visibility you get for your business. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Think about how many videos a day you watch on social media. Why not somebody watching your video, getting them inside your automated system so you can make money and change their life? That's what I love about this. You only earn when you impact. I get to impact lives while I'm impacting my family's life. I think it's the best strategy that I've ever seen. Okay, let me look on YouTube if there's any questions over here on YouTube. Happy Friday, everybody. I want to make sure to answer your questions. And again, just grab the blueprint. Check it out. It's dailypaybusiness.com. The link is also in about. Check out the blueprint. Go through it. If you have any questions after you go through the blueprint, I'm actually giving you 2 videos as well. Those videos are literally going to answer 99% of your questions. If you do have questions after that, please email me. I would love to answer your questions. And then let's get your business set up this weekend. 1 customer, you're in profit mode. And by the way, depends on where you live in the world, all of my programs, I offer payment plans. Okay? But I offer 5 programs to make sure I have one that will fit your goals, your dreams, and your budget. Here's what I love. Every single one of my programs, you guys have a TV on your wall that costs more than one of my programs. Okay? Do you guys realize last year alone, our pricing or delivery strategies changing in the age of AI? I don't understand what that means. Okay. Yeah, that isn't. I don't understand what that means. Okay. So I want you to think about that. Okay. And again, if you're not having any luck, that means you suck at marketing. I just got to be honest with you guys. And until you're really willing to understand you have a marketing issue, not a product issue. The moment you're willing to realize that, you'll make money. Most people aren't willing to master the skill of marketing. The moment you master the skill of marketing, it can change your life. Back in 2022, I sucked at marketing. The moment I became coachable, received the coaching, followed the steps in the program step by step, that's how I made 6 figures in 6 months. Most people that aren't making money, they're not even going through the program or attending the live calls, or they're not even getting people to their system. You guys are not going to make money if nobody knows you're in business. The moment people know you're in business, if you're selling something that's proven to sell, you'll make money, right? Why do you think Verizon sells other people's products? Because nobody buys a phone going, I wonder if it's going to work. So when you promote something that is proven to work, if you're willing to receive the coaching, most people aren't willing to receive the coaching. It's wild to me that grown adults will purchase a program and not even go through it and then complain that it doesn't work. Like, that's wild to me. Completely wild to me. I would be embarrassed. Yeah, and that's the truth. I know. Like, literally, I don't even allow my grandkids, like my daughter, my granddaughter, this was last year. She came home from school and she came over and she goes, Grandma, math is really hard. I'm like, Haven K, stop that. Because if you think something is hard, you're never going to get good at something that's hard. Diamonds are made under pressure. You guys remember that, by the way. If you have pressure in your life, you're just a diamond in the making. I said, we're going to stop saying something's hard and we're going to say, this is exciting. Math is exciting because I'm learning something I didn't know before. Guess what? 3 days later, she goes, Grandma, I love math. Math is fun. I'm learning something new. And guess what? This year, math is her favorite subject. All because of her changing her stinking thinking. So here's what I did. I was like, I'm pumped to learn digital marketing. I'm going to learn digital marketing. I'm going to master my marketing. I'm no longer going to have to direct message people because I suck at marketing. I'm no longer going to have to bother friends and family. I'm going to master marketing. Because of that mindset, because I was ready to receive the coaching, I made 6 figures in 6 months, my first million in 17 months. because I was ready to receive the coaching. That's why I do not offer a course. Mine is an interactive program where I get to coach you to success. And the ones that are willing to receive the coaching have success. I have 127 six-figure earners inside my community in the United States. I have 4 six-figure earners in Canada, and I have 27 self-made millionaires in South Africa Rand. The program works. It's just, are you willing to gain in knowledge and gain in skill so it can work for you? That's it. Are you willing to gain in knowledge and gain in skill so it can work for you? If the answer is yes, you will shock yourself in 2026. But if nothing changes, nothing changes. You can't have that entitlement attitude, like I bought something, I'm entitled to make money. No, you bought something. That's the first step. Imagine somebody going to college, literally joining college and not going to class, not showing up, not listening to the instructor, and feel entitled to get a degree. What would you say to them? You got to show up and do the work. The people that will have the most success in 2026 are the ones that are willing to learn new skills and receive the coaching. I giggled when you said stinking thinking. I have not been on your live in a long time. Hey, it's the truth, right? And there's many times when we all get that stinking thinking, right? I just had to get rid of mine, and I didn't allow stinking thinking to come in 2022. You got to receive the coaching, and you got to be open as well. I'm already in the Legacy Builders with Wendy. I just wanted to say the community is incredible. I've owned my own e-commerce product business for over 20 years, and I've never seen so much information and support. Yay! Thank you for sharing that, my friend. It means a lot. I love that. And that's everything, right? Is the support, and I want you guys to give you guys a perspective of support. So if my granddaughter comes over and says, Grandma, I want to go out for basketball, I'm not going to take her to tennis courts, because if I take her to tennis courts, she's going to learn tennis. What am I going to do? I'm going to get her a coach. I'm going to get her on a team. I'm going to get her a coach so she can be surrounded by other basketball players. And I'm going to buy her basketball so she can practice basketball. But she's going to get a coach. Every successful person didn't do it on their own. They got a coach. They got mentoring. Same thing with you, my friend. You want to have success in 2022, you got to plug in to mentorship. That's why I created a community. And that community has now grown to 58,000 people. Yeah, that's true, my friend. Negative thinking is not healthy for us. That is so true. Okay, so somebody asked another question. Any tips on scroll stopping posts? Yeah, so to stop the scroll in your content, to stop the scroll, it has to have emotion or curiosity of your perfect customer. So let me give you an example. When I launched my business, it was easy for me to market to moms. Okay, wait, I got to do the puzzle piece. Okay, it was easy to me to market to moms, right? So I literally, here was a scroll stopping piece of content. How would you like to never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again? Because it spoke emotion to a mom that have had to take a calculator to the grocery store. So you need to know what the problems of your perfect customers are that you can solve and call them out or create curiosity. I like the emotional driven hooks because they work good, right? And so you got to think about that. So here's what I do. I would do a brain dump and grab a piece of paper and write down what are some pain points of your ideal customer? What's waking them up at 4:00 in the morning and they're not able to go back to bed? And those are going to be your hooks. If you can solve those, that's it. That's what you got to do. It's based on your customer. So like, I have a gal inside my community and she said, do you want to not work until the day you die? That was her hook. Her video went viral and she made over $1 million, or her video got over 1 million views, and that video got her to 6 figures. Because do you not want to work until the day you die? That's a hook. Because that's a problem of people that want to retire that don't have the money to retire. They don't want to work until the day you die. Another one that people use is, do you not want to be a door greeter at Walmart at the age of 80? That's a hook. Because people that have no money for retirement go to Walmart and they're like, oh my gosh, I do not want to be that door greeter. Bless their heart. So your hook pulls in that curiosity. Yeah, oh, I love mentoring you guys. What do you mean by live streaming? Going live, or what equipment I use? Because I live stream, like I have TikTok here, I have YouTube over here, and I'm using StreamYard. But are you talking about just going live? So keeping interest on lives. Oh, good question. Okay. So when I go live every day, as you know, I always have things for you guys, right? So when I go live, the first thing I do before I prepare to go live, is I get my topic. Like today's topic is realistic online income for 2022 for busy families, right? With no hustle, no grind. Because there is no hustle, there is no grind when you have an automated system and when you can make 100% profit, right? And so I think of the outcome. What is the outcome I want people to get? And I make sure to have at least 3 slides, and I'll have them screenshot it. So I will keep their attention. And I will literally tell them, okay, let me go over the slide, and then I'm going to get out of the way and have you screenshot it. So I'm always making sure that they know there's going to be a next page. Then they're going to want to stay and listen to it all, right? So always have what that outcome is. Now, I wasn't always like this, you guys. Matter of fact, when I launched my business in 2022, I said I would never go live. How do you plug in your own business idea into the business? This is my business. So I don't understand that. This is my business, right? And I love helping people that have a busy life be able to get their life and their time back, give them a lifestyle business of full ownership. You have your own website, your own email list, and you build your own digital freedom. So that it's all about the problems that you solve for people. But when I go live, you guys, when I first started going live, I only went live for like 5 or 10 minutes. And here's what I did when I very first started going live. I'm like, okay, guys, have grace with me. I'm freaked out right now, but I really want to go live, and I really want to get my message out to people because it's changing my life. And if it can change my life, it can yours as well. I would say that every single live. Every single live. I was like, just have grace with me. I'm new. I'm only going to hang on for like 10 minutes because I knew at the very beginning when I went live, nobody would get on. And then I knew like the more I did, the better I would get because the more confidence I would get and the more clarity I would get with the way things work. So that's it. That's it. But my outcome, what is my outcome, and how can I reverse engineer that into at least 3 things that I can share? And then during those 3 things, I always do a CTA to pick up my blueprint. Yeah, to pick up my blueprint. And thanks for following me, you guys. Just call me your hope dealer because I hope today you see a different perspective. And I just want to be your hope dealer in 2026 because you guys, I'm telling you what, with the having one offer, do you guys realize 6 customers each month, okay, equals 100K in 2026. It's that simple. You all think it's volume. It's not volume. It's not volume that you need. It's truly not. Here, think about it. You can get 6 customers a month. You're going to make 6 figures in 2026. Then imagine if you get really, really good with getting 6 customers a month. Then all of a sudden, what if you get 12 customers a month and you're making 200K a year? Then with all of a sudden you start getting 48 customers a month. You're making over $500,000 a year. But people think so big, you don't need. And we're talking there's 5 billion people on social media and all you need is 6 a month to discover you. That's all you got to get so good at. Just hanging out with 6 people. How can you create such an amazing story for 6 people that they're going to be like, oh my gosh, where have you been my entire life? That's it. Yeah, that's it. If you just focus on that, 6 a month, 6 each month is 100K. Because let's do the math, right? I'll show you. Let me get my calculator. 6 times 1,400 is 8,400 times 12 equals, you made over 100K. That's it. That's it. So who would the 6 people be? When I launched my business, it was moms. Now I'm helping people with a busy lifestyle because there's so many people that they don't think they have time. They don't think they have time. They don't think they have money, and they don't think they have the resources. That is not true. Whoever taught you that is keeping you broke. Release that stinking thinking in 2026 and just master skills, gain knowledge, master skills, apply and learn them so you can make 6 figures in 2026. And we're talking in 2 hours a day. And this is all you do for your 2 hours a day. I spend an hour learning, and I do that first thing in the morning. And then I will get this done in my day. When I get off of you, I do have an appointment with my personal assistant here in about 30 minutes. Then after that, I'm done with my day. It's beautiful here in Dallas. I'm going to go for another 3-mile walk. Then I'm going to go shopping. I got some things I need to do, but that's it. But guess what? My business is still going to be working. My system will be working for me 24/7. That's the freedom-based business as a mom I've always dreamed of. It's not about working harder. It's literally about working smarter. It literally is. And understanding the power of what you have here in today's digital world. Online businesses are not going anywhere. The e-learning industry isn't going anywhere. It's the fastest growing industry out there. There's so much money to be made in this industry. Why not you? Yes, freedom-based business. Why not you? My content is always working for me. I posted it once, but it works for me all the time. My automated system, I connected it to my payment gateways, connected it to my own domain, just like you'll do. It's always out there working for me. Use digital resources and use systems to build your business. That's the world we live in. Automations are taking over. Get a business on autopilot, it changes everything. And ours is done for you, preset, ready to go. You're just going to plug in your payment gateways and plug in your own domain so you can have your own business for ownership, so you can take advantage of what's happening in the digital space and live your own life. Michelle, you say the same thing again and again every time, but sometimes you say it sounds so great. I do. You know what it is? It's like you guys got to hear something more than once. Okay, can I ask you guys a question? How many of you have listened to your favorite song more than once and you still love it? Right? For some odd reason, we think when we have to learn something new, we only have to watch a video once. No, you might have to listen to it more than once to really understand it and get it to retain. So I got some new coaches in 2020 in December, because there's a few pivots I'm going to make that I want to learn, and I want to learn how to scale my business to 10 figures. So I got a coach that's making 10 figures, right? You always get coached by people that are where you want to go. And anyway, I've listened to this. It's an hour training that I was given on December 17th. An hour training that I was given on December 17th, and I've listened to it 5 times. And every time I listen to it, I pick up a new nugget. That's what type of student I am. And that's why I'm making 6 figures a month. There's nothing I'm doing that you guys can't do. You just got to be willing to receive the coaching. Yes, it is mother of the skill. Yep. Repetition over and over and over again until it's easy. Any advice for a 21-year-old? Oh my goodness. If you are willing to gain in these skills and knowledge at the age of 21, you realize where your life is going to be. You can stack so much digital wealth. It's insane. Like if I was 21 and I was able to have an opportunity like this at 21, I would have already jumped through the phone to get it. Yeah. You guys, you can't allow your comfort zone in your stinking thinking and the old generational broke habits that the generations before you introduced you to hold you back. If you no matter how old you are, you can be the one to create generational wealth and change that. Many of you can be the first millionaire in your family. Why not you? Why not you? So what I would do is I would grab the blueprint. I would go through it. If you love it, take action. How you respond to something you like says everything about you. If you're not willing to take action, you got a block there, and that block will keep you broke. I can't even imagine at 21 having such an amazing offer like this. Woo! So awesome. Yes, so awesome. I would literally, yeah. I know. I'm ready and excited to see what 2026 brings. Yes. I love that, Sheila. Yes. It is, and it's up to you. It's up to you. It is up to you. But just focus on this and screenshot this, and then I do need to go. Is 6 customers each month can turn into 100K in 2026. In my program. That's what it is. Okay? I mean, you can do the math. That's all it takes. You're going to have one offer, make 100% profit. This one offer, make 100% profit, can give you up to 10 income streams, by the way, but you're only focusing on one offer. You get one system that works for you 24/7, and you just follow a 2-hour workflow. An hour on social media posting, 30 minutes posting free ads, and then 30 minutes responding. This can be 10 minutes here, 30 minutes here, 30 minutes here. You get to pick the hours that you want to do this. So, yay, I will be the first millionaire in my family. Yes, yes, why not? Do you guys realize the e-learning industry is the fastest growing industry? It's projected to be over $1 trillion year industry by 2027. That's in 1 year. Why not you? Why wouldn't you want a piece of that pie? Yes, let's do this. Yes, awesome. Okay, I do gotta go. So YouTube, you've been absolutely amazing. I will see you Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard.